Hey, y'all. I was fixing to crawl into bed, and I remembered I hadn't done my daily Bible readings for you, or for us, because I get a bunch out of it too. It's been a busy day. I've got a lot done. I got a lot more to go. I'm leaving two big suitcases and a regular carry on type bag in the middle of my bedroom floor tonight because I'm not finished with them yet. And I got two more big suitcases, or three more, in the closet I hadn't even looked at yet. So I'm going to be busy tomorrow too. I, I got a lot to read to you. I told myself I didn't have time for redneck rant, and here I am starting off with redneck rant again. I was going to talk about something else too, and I forgot what. I don't remember. Oh, this shirt. This shirt is one I found in one of the big suitcases. I had forgotten about it, and this was one of my favorite shirts. My last girlfriend in Texas gave this to me, and I've got several pictures of she and I together, her and I together, and she and I are in one video on here together. It was several years ago. It was probably in 2021 or 2020, I guess, because she and I, that video that I made, it was a short video. Uh, she and I were walking door to door campaigning for somebody. I don't even remember who now. And she was big in politics, and so was I. And I miss her. She came, I sold my house in Texas, and that made her mad. She knew I had it for sale, but she didn't think it would sell. And it sold within 2 hours of the listing I wrote going live on Zillow at 3 times what I had paid for it 10 years before. And so I didn't know where I was going to move. I didn't expect it to sell. And the people that bought it wanted me out within 30 days. And so I moved into a motel, one of those extended stay hotels, and stayed there for 3 months till I found this place way up here in the frozen tundra. And speaking of frozen tundra, I just checked the weather before I was headed to bed. I do that every night, it's just a habit. I got snow in my forecast again. I can't believe that, y'all. It's happened before though, in March and even in April, snow up here. But it was hot today. Well, not hot. It got up to uh, 68 or 70, something like that. But compared to what I've been having, it was hot. But anyway, she came to the hotel to help me pack up and head out when it was time for me to mosey on up here. And right up until the end, she didn't think I was going to do it, but I did it. And she blocked me on Facebook and everywhere on my phone. I can't call her or nothing, but since I got a new phone number, maybe I can call her and she'll answer. Oh, goodness. I miss her a lot. She and I had a lot of fun together. We were always going places and doing things, and I miss her. And I hadn't had a girlfriend since her. So, anyway, that's that. Let me get to reading. 1 Kings chapter 2. And this is a long one too, so I shouldn't have been redneck ranting. Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die. So he charged Solomon his son, saying, I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man, and keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments, and his judgments and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself, that the Lord may continue his word, which he spake concerning me, saying, If thy children take heed to their way, to walk before me in truth with all their heart and with all their soul, there shall not fail thee, said he, a man on the throne of Israel. Moreover, thou knowest also what Joab the son of Zeruiah did to me, and what he did to the two captains of the host of Israel, unto Abner the son of Ner, and unto Amasa the son of Jether, whom he slew, and shed the blood of war in peace, and put the blood of war upon his girdle that was about his loins, and in his shoes that were on his feet. Do therefore according to thy wisdom, and let not his whorehead go down to the grave in peace. But show kindness unto the sons of Barzillai the Gileadite, and let them be of those that eat at thy table, for so they came to me when I fled because of Absalom thy brother. And behold, thou hast with thee Shimei the son of Gera, a Benjamite of Bahurim, which cursed me with a grievous curse in the day when I went to Mahanaim. But he came down to meet me at Jordan, and I swear to him by the Lord, saying, I will not put thee to death with the sword. Now therefore hold him not guiltless, for thou art a wise man, and knowest what thou oughtest to do unto him, but his whorehead bring thou down to the grave with blood. So David slept with his fathers, and was buried in the city of David. And the days that David reigned over Israel were 40 years. 7 years reigned he in Hebron, and 33 years reigned he in Jerusalem. Then sat Solomon upon the throne of David his father, and his kingdom was established greatly. And Adonijah the son of Haggith came to Bathsheba, the mother of Solomon, and she said, Comest thou peaceably? And he said, Peaceably. He said, Moreover, I have somewhat to say unto thee. And she said, Say on. And he said, Thou knowest that the kingdom was mine, and that all Israel set their faces on me, that I should reign. Howbeit, the kingdom is turned about, and is become my brother's, for it was his from the Lord. And now I ask one petition of thee, deny me not. And she said unto him, Say on. And he said, Speak, I pray thee, unto Solomon the king, for he will not say thee nay, that he give me Abishag the Shunammite to wife. And Bathsheba said, Well, I will speak for thee unto the king. Bathsheba therefore went unto King Solomon to speak unto him for Adonijah. And the king rose up to meet her, and bowed himself unto her, and sat down on his throne, and caused a seat to be set for the king's mother, and she sat on his right hand. Then she said, I desire one small petition of thee. I pray thee, say me not nay. And the king said unto her, Ask on, my mother, for I will not say thee nay. And she said, Let Abishag the Shunammite be given to Adonijah thy brother to wife. And King Solomon answered and said unto his mother, And why dost thou ask Abishag the Shunammite for Adonijah? Ask for him the kingdom also, for he is mine elder brother, even for him, and for Abiathar the priest, and for Joab the son of Zeruiah. Then King Solomon sware by the Lord, saying, God do so to me, and more also, if Adonijah have not spoken this word against his own life. Now therefore, as the Lord liveth, which hath established me and set me on the throne of David my father, and who hath made me an house as he promised, Adonijah shall be put to death this day. And King Solomon went by the hand of Benaiah the son of Jehoiada, and he fell upon him that he died. And unto Abiathar the priest said the king, Get thee to Anathoth unto thine own fields, for thou art worthy of death, but I will not at this time put thee to death, because thou bearest the ark of the Lord God before David my father, and because thou hast been afflicted in all wherein my father was afflicted. Oy. So Solomon thrust out Abiathar from being priest unto the Lord, that he might fulfill the word of the Lord, which he spake concerning the house of Eli and Shiloh. Then tidings came to Joab, for Joab had turned after Adonijah, though he turned not after Absalom. And Joab fled unto the tabernacle of the Lord, and caught hold on the horns of the altar. And it was told King Solomon that Joab was fled unto the tabernacle of the Lord, and behold, he is by the altar. Then Solomon sent Benaiah the son of Jehoiada, saying, Go, fall upon him. And Benaiah came to the tabernacle of the Lord, and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord King, Come forth. And he said, Nay, but I will die here. And Benaiah brought the king word again, saying, Thus saith Joab, and thus he answered me. And the king said unto him, Do as he hath said, and fall upon him and bury him, that thou mayest take away the innocent blood which Joab shed from me and from the house of my father. And the Lord shall return his blood upon his own head, who fell upon two men more righteous and better than he, and slew them with the sword. My father David, not knowing thereof, to wit, Abner, the son of Ner, captain of the host of Israel, and Amasa, the son of Jether, captain of the host of Judah. Their blood shall therefore return upon the head of Joab and upon the head of his seed forever. But David, but upon David and upon his seed and upon his house and upon his throne shall there be peace forever from the Lord. So there you go. So Benaiah the son of Jehoiada went up and fell upon him and slew him, and he was buried in his own house in the wilderness. And the king put Benaiah the son of Jehoiada in the room over the host, and Zadok the priest did put in the room of Abiathar. And the king sent and called for Shemaiah, and said unto him, Build thee a house in Jerusalem, and dwell there, and go not forth thence any whither. For it shall be that on the day thou goest out and passest over brook Kidron, thou shalt know for certain that thou shalt surely die. Thy blood shall be upon thine own head. And Shimei said unto the king, The saying is good, as my lord the king hath said, so will thy servant do. And Shimei dwelt in Jerusalem many days. And it came to pass at the end of 3 years that two of the servants of Shimei ran away unto Achish, the son of Maacah, king of Gath, and they told Shimei, saying, Behold, thy servants be in Gath. And Shimei arose and saddled his ass and went to Gath to Achish to seek his servants. And Shimei went and brought his servants from Gath. And it was told Solomon that Shimei had gone from Jerusalem to Gath and was come again. And the king sent and called for Shimei and said unto him, Did I not make thee to swear by the Lord, and protested unto thee, saying, Know for a certain on the day thou goest out and walkest abroad any whither, that thou shalt surely die? And thou sayest unto me, The word that I have heard is good. Why then hast thou not kept the oath of the Lord, and the commandment that I have charged thee with? The king said moreover to Shimei, Thou knowest all the wickedness which thine heart is privy in, that thou didst to David my father. Therefore the Lord shall return thy wickedness upon thine own head. And King Solomon shall be blessed, and the throne of David shall be established before the Lord forever. So the king commanded Benaiah the son of Jehoiada, which went out and fell upon him, that he died. And the kingdom was established in the hand of Solomon. And I don't know what y'all are thinking about where we move to next, but I would kind of like to go to Solomon. That's some good stuff in there. And since we're talking about him a lot here in Kings, well, the further we go into Kings, we're going to be talking about a lot of other people too. But I like Solomon. I like reading about him, and all of this setting him up to be king, and God's plan working out the way God's plan always does. It's just cool. But that's that, y'all. I am going to bed. If I had some ice cream, I would eat some tonight, but I don't have any. And that's pitiful. I don't even remember the last time I ate ice cream. I remember 2 years ago I was eating ice cream 2 or 3 times a day. That's when I got so fat. I was looking at old I was looking for an old video of me and Amber uh, that gave me this shirt before I came on here, and I scrolled back and back and back and back and back, and gosh, that was in 2000. I mean, 2020, the last big election before the one we had in 2024. And I got tired of scrolling. I forgot what I was telling you now. I don't know. Oh, I saw a year ago I was fat. Of course, that was the when I first got diagnosed with congestive heart failure, and a lot of that fat was water. When they started giving me diuretics to get that water out of me, I, I lost a lot of weight, and then something happened to me that they never figured out. I quit eating, and I didn't eat for 42 days or something like that, and that made me lose a lot of weight. And I haven't gained it back. I, I'll get a couple of pounds gained and then a couple of pounds lost. So it's pretty much staying the same for almost a year now. I think it was in April when I uh, went in the hospital, and or maybe it was March. I don't remember. I think it was April. I don't know when it was. No, it's later than that. It was April when I started getting sick, and it was June or July when I went in the hospital. Well, I was in the hospital a bunch of times. But anyway, I'm done. Love y'all. I'll see y'all in the morning unless I get raptured out of here tonight. And I hope and I pray that every one of y'all gets raptured too. I do. I don't know when the rapture is, don't have a clue. I just know it's soon. And my heart is very burdened. My mind is very burdened for the lost people. And I share the gospel of Jesus Christ. Jesus is what people needs more than anything else. And that's what I share. I share his word and him. And God didn't tell me specifically to do that. He didn't tell me specifically to go start the prison ministry again. It all just happened. And I am sure it all happened according to his providence, because he set it all up. He set it all up. I just obeyed. That's what every true Christian should do. Because I'm not a preacher, I'm not a teacher, never have been either. But I'm a Christian, so I share Jesus. How many so called Christians do you hear sharing the gospel? Sharing Jesus? I don't hear very many. God bless you, friends.